Qualtoth.
Box.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Lucas is back with us. Welcome back, Lucas.
I'm
You've been
here.
out there on doing some endeavors. Maybe you can fill us in a couple minutes. But welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Howling Hour live here on Nerdbox. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not. Share it, because I know some of you do, so we appreciate that you share it. Every little thing helps. I know everybody says that on their YouTube channels, but trust me, it helps. Like, you see Marcus's beautiful face now, because any funds that we have, we put it right back to the channel. We were able to buy a camera to fix his solution or issues going on, so you get to see him now. But we got a little light show today. We're going to talk some Scream 7. We're going to talk The Long Walk. We're going to dive into that a little bit. And then we're also going to talk Anaconda. And we'll be open for some questions towards the end or the middle as we're going along.
So we're going to talk, and walk the walk.
That's right. That's right. So we'll go around. We'll go around the room here. So Lucas, you've been busy working on.
Yeah,
some
I've been doing
films.
some stuff. Yeah. Not much I can really talk about, but this stuff has been going on. Yeah, I feel bad. That's really all I have to say about it, really.
Well, you can give the name of the film, right? Because they have a Facebook page, I believe.
This is true. Do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're tagged in pictures.
Well, I know. I only pay attention to Instagram. I don't use Facebook, but
all right.
But yeah, no. There's I'm in a short film. I play the lead in a short film called A Bitter Cup, which will hopefully be coming out soon. So
Sweet.
All right.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, I can see Lucas bringing that Dave Franco type of energy to a role, so I'm excited to see it.
Glad you said Dave and not James.
Yeah.
What I will say is the director said that she had an issue with a lot of like every time I don't know what to do in a scene, I usually just go. Those are like Muppet mouth or something. I'm just like, yeah, that's fair.
You got to do like Brando and say line or have cue card.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no, it's like, because I mean, a lot of the time, if the camera's not on you, you're just kind of standing there. Or even if sometimes if the camera is on you and there's other people having a dialogue, you're just kind of standing there. And so a lot of the time, apparently, I was just.
It's a change.
We fixed it though.
It's a change of viewing things that we normally do in real life. So that's understandable.
They just dangled the quarter pounder in front of him.
The character is very much, I guess, a shittier version of me is how I'd put it. Just a bit.
That's great.
That's great. I wouldn't say a shittier version of you, then maybe the opposite of you, because I don't think you're a shitty person. So,
well, no. So, I would go.
Wouldn't that mean you're calling him a shitty person if it's saying the better person of it, a better version of him?
No, worse. Oh, then a worse person than him.
I would say this. I put a lot of my own personal experiences into making the not making the character, but playing the character that I was asked to play, and it ended up becoming a far more personal thing than I was expecting. So I think this will be cool.
All right. Nice. All right. No, anything you got going on you want to talk about or no?
No.
Yeah, I know all the films that
the camera. Fuck all.
Well, there was like 3 feature films that were supposed to start in our local area in August, and none of them kicked off. So it's like we were waiting on work for those things, and now it's like, oh, okay. Well, Marcus, how about you, Marcus? I know you got some things going on.
Yeah, man. Besides our project, I just got hired to do the new trend now is vertical videos. So I just got hired for a couple of gigs and going out to LA for the first time and be shooting those soon. So excited for that.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Let me take a look and see something here. No, it's gonna block Marcus's face. So, all right. So we got some activity going on in the
You know
chat. So yeah, we got some activity going on in the chat. So
Not with the
welcome
new camera.
Oracle, welcome King Matthew, welcome Scott. CG is
Hey,
probably
guys.
running a little late, so if you see the CG, welcome. Shannon, if you're running a little late, welcome. We'll talk to you guys throughout the
Yeah.
entire chat. Just coming
Oracle's
up.
out there.
Coming up, just to let everybody know, hey, the Game Found web preview site is up for stream. The Players Cut board game. The up that Marcus and I have is that the latest installment of the art is just about done. Once that's done, then we're going to start talking pricing, and then we'll probably be launching the campaign so people can donate to that and get their copy of the game. So excited about that. Coming up here, it's hard to believe, man, that it's almost October, but that means it's going to be Shots and Slashers the first weekend in October. We're going to the Friday the 13th franchise ranking. November will be the Unaliving Moments, and then in December we're talking holiday horror slasher films. So that'll be a fun one
Shit.
too. Yeah.
I haven't seen many, so that's going to be a fun experience.
Oh yeah. If you have some time coming off for the holidays, it's definitely we'll give you a list of some movies to check out.
That one Santa Claus movie with David Harbour, that's not a horror movie, right? That's just an action.
It is.
Yeah, it's
but I
classified
see
as horror.
Yeah.
Look it.
Yep.
Violent
And
Night. Yeah.
this one right here is the one that I want to see if it's going to be in your list for top 3. Santa Sleigh. It is starring
With Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. So it's a fun movie. I put it off for so many years, and then when I finally got a chance to watch it, I was like, why did I wait almost 2 decades to watch this movie? It is so cheesy. It is fantastic.
Yep.
So,
Kenny
It's
wrestle?
so bad that
Oh,
is
but
good.
can he act? Maybe.
Yeah. He doesn't need to act.
He's
But,
just himself.
Santa
He's
Sleigh.
just himself.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ho ho ho.
Word. I'll have to check it out.
King Matthew's got some big news. Let's take a look at this. I have some big news myself. I'm currently in the process of writing a
Ooh.
book. It's a horror book. I'm in the process of writing it, but it should be done after a month. Okay, congratulations,
I want an
man.
autographed
Congratulations.
copy. I want an autographed copy.
Dead
Tell
ass.
me where I could purchase.
I'll
with
put it
your
right on
autograph.
once I get a shelf back here, I'll put it right on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just gonna
awesome,
box
man.
yourself in.
No,
Yeah,
I need to get a fucking shelf back there. I need to put all my baubles and trinkets on it.
Yeah, you do. Danny's a little bit ahead of you too. He's got like 3 things down on his shelf, so that's pretty cool. All right,
I've just got
so
so much shit with nowhere to put it.
So let's put it this way. So today's episode, again, it's going to be a little short. We're going to talk Scream 7. We're going to save it to the end, guys. I know you want to dive into it, but we're going to save it to the end. We're going to talk the Anaconda trailer. We're going to talk about that one
God.
first. And
Can
then
we talk? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I was about to say, can we talk about that first? Because that looks so fun.
Then we're going to talk about the long walk. So let's take a look at this here. So I don't know how many people are aware of it, but we got Anaconda starring Paul Rudd and Jack Black. That's coming out
Yeah,
Christmas time.
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent on this, man.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm not the biggest J-Lo fan, I love that original movie so much. Like, it was just so good. I love Paul Rudd. I love Jack Black, but I don't know. I can't take this serious, man. Like, I just can't take it serious, dude.
I think that's expressly the point, unfortunately.
I know, but like, why would you take such a good formula of a horror movie in the original Anaconda and then make a joke out of it with this, man? Like,
well, so what's I don't know if everybody's up to date on it. So what happens is the anniversary is coming up for the Anaconda movie and the franchise, and Jack Black is like, hey, we got to go to the Amazon and we got to shoot our own fan film of it, which is cool because there's a lot of fan films today. And so that's what we're seeing here, where they're talking about going to film it and everything. But
now they're playing themselves, right?
No, I don't think they're playing themselves.
Okay.
No.
Right.
But the one cool thing
that'd be
is,
even funnier.
Oh, I know, right? The one thing is that they buy a snake, which you're going to see right here, and then its head gets chopped off. So Jack Black's a solution to this is, hey, they're in the Amazon. They spent the money. They got to go and find a snake, and then that's when it turns into an Anaconda film. So let me see if I can find another scene here real quick.
It's just
Like I
so
love the
funny.
cast. I love
Yeah.
the cast. Like
Oh my
Vanderway
God,
Newton, man.
hmm
Yeah.
So
And the dad from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
yep.
Yeah, Steve Zahn. Steve
This
Zahn. is great.
I can't say anything bad about this because this just looks like it's gonna be like the first Jumanji reboot movie that came out, and I enjoyed the first one. The second one was bad, but that's just because it's basically the first one again. But like this feels like it's just gonna be a Jumanji reboot situation where like even Jumanji was pretty serious and had some horror elements to it. Not exactly in that way, but I don't know. I think I just think it's gonna be one of those like spoof movies that I'm gonna look back on and be like, wow, I'm glad that this exists, and I'm glad that the original exists too.
Yeah. So we got King Matthew saying it kind of looks like a mix of Tropic Thunder and the first Anaconda, which I've heard a couple people saying that.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah. Oracle is like, this way, this new Anaconda, it feels like Lake Placid comedy style. Yeah. It's going to be a movie that you want to get a group of friends to go and see and then enjoy it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put it
man.
like that, because I love Lake Placid. Lake Placid is like one of my favorites, man. So if I go in thinking of it like that, then I'll probably enjoy it more.
Yeah.
It's anytime you hear them say the word Anaconda, you take a shot.
Oh, I think we have a game to play.
That might be a watch party situation if we can get it. If we can do it.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Lucas, myself, and Noah will probably go see that one because we'll have a ball watching that one together. So,
like, I'm gonna go see it.
I like Jack Black.
I'm gonna go see it. So
I like Anaconda. I like snakes.
Yep.
Are
there? Scott Walker goes. Are there any similarities with the original Anaconda in this movie or no? I don't think so.
I have a feeling it's going to be in the later half.
Maybe the snake. Is a snake.
Yeah.
The fact that they're trying to make a fan movie based off of the original Anaconda, it's a little bit. Nah,
it's a dude dressed up as another dude playing another dude.
Like I said, I've been saying this all week since I saw the trailer. I think it's going to be a cool meta narrative that turns into like a good like monster horror movie.
Yep. Now, I feel like it'll be a missed opportunity if they don't have a character or actor in there spoofing John Voight's character. In this,
maybe
they gotta have somebody like that.
Wasn't Ice Cube in the original Anaconda?
Yeah, Ice Cube.
I would be rolling in my ass if I saw Ice Cube in this movie. Just because War of the Worlds, the new
I don't know how that works, but I'm
movie that
excited
came
to
out
see.
was so fucking bad.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Why did you guys watch it?
I didn't have a choice. I watched it because one of my favorite YouTubers put it on his live stream. And he watched the whole thing. And we made fun of it the whole time.
What, the original Anaconda?
No, the new War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
I looked at that and I was like,
bad.
Ice Cube. Let me take a look at that trailer. I looked at the trailer. I was like, yeah, no.
If you want to enjoy that movie even less, pay attention to the times that they put on screen.
Yeah,
look. Not just that. You see the green screen in his glasses the whole movie.
Yeah. So I guess that we can use this as a segue because of how bad War of the Worlds was. But one of the movies that we talked about for not September but for August releases came out, and that was Witchboard. And I haven't ranked it yet, but I wanted to stab my eyes out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looked like a soft porn without the sex in the movie because it had that film style of like the early 2000s and the late 90s.
Yeah, where everyone's just perfectly centered on camera for no reason.
Yeah. It's that crisp look that shouldn't be really crisp, and then the score and the soundtrack made absolutely no sense with any of the scenes that it was attached to. And it's just like, I'm so glad I didn't go to see this in the theater because like I made it almost through the entire movie, and then I turned it off in the last 10 minutes. It's like I see where it's going. I just
straight to video. So it really was a porno.
Yeah, it is so bad. It is so bad. But we're gonna talk about horror movies, and we're gonna talk about The Long Walk and where it may sit for everybody on their list.
Real quick though, Superman is streaming on HBO Max for those of you that did love the movie like me. Just thought that was a bit. That was just thought something should point that out. But yeah. Oh damn! You have it up high. That's nice.
Yep, I do.
I didn't even notice. I thought that was 2024.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take a
Oh,
look at
you
this.
said you didn't think your list was going to change much, your top 5.
Yeah. Bring Her Back. I still think it's the one that's not going to be touched. It's a 5 out of 5 stars. We got The Long Walk coming in at 5 out of 5 stars. Hard Eyes. I love that movie. That's great.
It's a good movie.
The Home I got at 4.5 stars. And then my top 5 rounds off with Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. And then if we look at the next 5, I got Companion, Dangerous Animals, which is on Shudder right now. Fantastic film.
Mm-hmm.
Sinners is out there. Borderline.
Sinners a little low in my opinion, but
look. So the reason why I have Sinners, and it's moved up over the course of the year, because it's one. I think it's the movie I've seen most this year in theaters. I think I've seen it 3 or 4 times in theaters. But the darkness and give me an extra 20 minutes, and then it's going to be top 3.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my
When are
biggest.
they re-releasing it?
It's out on digital already, but I'm sure as we get closer to award season, if this doesn't get nominated for some sort of award, that is going to be a crime in itself.
Yeah. That is going to be some bullshit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The set design alone deserves a fucking Oscar. Like
the score,
my God, it looks so good. The score is fantastic. Oh, and another thing, since we're about to get on the long walk, fucking the score in that movie is also fantastic.
Borderline is on, I believe, Amazon Prime right now. It's a Samara Weaving film with Jack Nicholson's son in it. Fantastic movie. Yep, very good.
Dude, he's such a good actor, man.
Yep.
He's such a good
raised him right.
Yep. And then I got Weapons at number 10. So that's my top 10 for.
What's your flaw for Weapons that made it? Because I still have yet to see the movie, but like
the ending's bad.
For me, 2 things.
Go ahead.
The ending made me laugh. Like everybody in my theater was cracking up at the ending. And then even though I love Julia Garner as an actress, I hated her in this movie. I hated her character. I hated her character, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a lot of people.
I don't want to go in with like,
one because they were like, she made dumb decisions. She kept breaking the rules because there was a lot of teachers in the theater, and they were like, "Yeah, she would have been fired." Like, immediately.
Yeah, all right.
Like,
he hates the character for the right reasons, so that's what.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's like she did her job. She did her job. I just hated the character. Yeah.
Because I don't want to go in with super big expectations. I'm more than likely gonna pirate it. I mean, watch it somewhere in a theater. Whoa, but but yeah, no, I do want to see that movie. It looks good. I like Benedict.
It's a good movie.
So,
I like Barbarian more, but
yeah, Barbarian's a fucking film, dude. Holy shit!
So this is the same thing like Barbarian. So it's told anthology story wise, where we have 5 or 6 different.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Sorry for headphones. Beware, Jesus Christ!
I've been
just
spared.
Just a demon came out over the mic.
I didn't hear it. I'm good.
Anyway. Who's screaming to be let out.
Boy. Anyway, so like there's 5 to 6 different perspectives being told in the movie. And so you have each story that's told, and then it gets wrapped up at the end, and it starts strong. Like you have Julia Gardner's character story, then you have Josh Brolin's, and then we start to see other ones, and then it just gradually starts to get weaker, and then it comes back up, and then like what Marcus said is the ending could have stuck with you, kind of like a Long Legs movie did, if they didn't add sound to it. You'll understand when you see it.
Oh, okay.
When you see it and know that sound is there, you're going to laugh. I know, Lucas. I know you're definitely going to laugh at it. And then just picture it. If it had
I laugh at
sound.
most things. I laughed at a couple of things in Long Walk today, and I probably shouldn't have laughed. But
all right. Well,
let's not pretend like we weren't all crying there.
No. If we're gonna talk segues, fucking, if you guys are planning on seeing this movie, bring a box of tissues. Bring your fucking favorite support animal. Genuinely just go with people that you are comfortable being absolutely disgustingly weak with, because I was weeping like a small child throughout most of this movie.
Unless you're our one friend.
Unless you're our one friend, Rebecca.
Well, as someone, we had to read this book in high school. We had to read the book in high school, so I.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What up? Hello.
There he is.
Is that
brother from another mother?
Yeah.
My man, Danny Savage.
Ooh,
with the ghost face. With the ghost face on.
Let me tell you something, brother. There's no stopping the Intercontinental Champion of the world. I come here and I see pictures to
We gotta get you a belt.
Now we gotta get him some shades. We gotta get him some shades.
He has the shades. He's got the shades.
Yeah.
He's got the shades and the shirt.
What's up, man?
Yeah. So I had to take my ghost face off for the actual fan film, which is coming out dope. So all we have is Jason for now.
Sweet.
And
All right.
mini Jason right here.
Teasing our upcoming streams in November.
And
Yeah.
October, All right, so Danny, just to catch up, we talked Anaconda. We were talking about the 10 horror films on my Letterboxd page right now that I have ranked. We're going to talk a little bit of The Long Walk, and then we're going to talk Scream. And then we got a question. We got a question out there from King Matthew, and we'll just do questions. But The Long Walk, let's keep it spoiler free, gents.
Yeah.
Lucas, you had a really nice intro. Yep, you had a nice intro there, Lucas. And Marcus, you were talking about the book, so go ahead.
Yeah, so in high school, The Long Walk was one of the books that we had to read because our teacher was a Stephen King fan. So we read that and The Running Man and, of course, all his other books that was under his Stephen King name. I like the changes without spoiling anything. I like the changes that they made from the book for the film because it worked. And it just fit, like, you know, the tone of the film. Like, the one thing I will spoil, it was just 100, you know, boys in the book to 50 in the movie, but which made sense because it was, you know, a representative of each state. So, but yeah, like Lucas said, man, like as a grown man, this movie will make you cry. It will make you bawl, man.
It will make you weep. It'll make you weep.
It will break you, man. It will break you because you get so invested in each individual character. You'll find some that you like, you find some that you hate. Like it's just well acted, well written. The pace is great. And like, granted, it is considered a horror movie because of the horrific acts. You know, without spoiling it, it's just such a good film, man. I definitely say it'll be on a lot of people's top 5 this year, I think. So,
look,
would you say it's better than the book?
Yes and no, because like I said, some changes worked and it fit for the film. But the book is, of course, obviously more descriptive, so you get a little bit more invested with the characters. You know, so yeah, it's kind of hard to say which is better. But again, the changes worked for me personally as a fan of the book. So yeah,
interesting.
I would say it's if you like Battle Royale, if you like the remake of Battle Royale, which is called Hunger Games. Yeah, it's called Hunger Games, the remake. If you like those films, it's in the similar style, and it's a combination of some really good, talented screenwriters and directors that just took Stephen King's vision and they brought it to the screen. So it has like that Stand By Me feel and the Losers feel from Stephen King's books that they put in there. And as Marcus was saying, like, there's so many characters that are in the story that's playing out on screen, but you get time with each of those characters, not all 50, but you get time with each of those characters. And it's like, wow, you know, you don't want to see anything happen to any of these people in the film, including some of the antagonists that are introduced that are walking with them. And it's just like everything is well acted. The story is fantastic. The pacing is good. Lucas, when he comes back, was talking about the score being really good to the film as well. But
awesome.
it hits you right away. Like the opening scene. And this is not a spoiler. The opening scene is the lead character and his mom, and he's getting dropped off, and their conversation just pulls you right in. And I want to say this because Lucas would go off on this, but it's Judy Greer from Halloween that's going to be there, and I was like, Yeah,
She
my
crushed
eyes
it.
rolled.
Yeah.
Here, he's back now. So Judy Greer from Halloween.
Dude, her scenes in this movie,
Okay.
they had me go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And like
Nice.
when I saw her, it's like, oh god, not her again. And I'm getting like
I've seen her in other
flashbacks from
stuff, luckily.
Halloween. But yeah, she was good too. I like everybody just was on point with this film.
And like for me personally, like as I don't have any siblings, so growing up an only child, and that relationship I have with my mom, man, that hit home for me, man. That hit home for me. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and then speaking of which, and so let me catch up. Anacondas looks funny as hell, by the way, boys. Dude, I was like, no. I was like, no. And then when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by it, man. Just to give my 2 cents on that. But yeah, the long walk looks interesting, man. I mean, from the trailer, it looked more of like I guess for me, because I haven't seen it, it's more of a I was like, ah, and then it says Stephen King. I'm like, there got to be some sort of twists and yada yada
Yep.
yada in there. So to hear you guys that enjoy it, it's putting it definitely on my radar on my list. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I got to see it. I got to see it earlier this year at a early screening back in April.
Oh,
that
nice.
and the Leonardo, Leonardo DiCaprio's new movie that's coming out. And so I want to go back and see it again because Lukas brought up the score. In the version we saw, they didn't lay down the score yet, so they just had placement music. So I would like to hear like how much of an impact the score has.
It really,
it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference, dude.
I feel my eyes starting
movie.
to like water right around here thinking about the movie. Still, it's a really because like what the story is. Like you obviously know like there can only be one person at the end of this film.
Well,
So, like,
no, not necessarily, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay, but the premise of the story is that you walk until there's one person left. They say it in the trailer. So you walk into it expecting like an outcome, but like So like it still feels like a punch in the gut for like knowing, but like still like getting invested in these characters are like, and also it has really good representation of like understanding everyone's individual backgrounds and an acceptance for other people. So it tells a really smart story.
There's a very specific scene in this movie that kind of made my heart like shrivel up a bit. And there's a lot of this kind of scene in this movie, but it's like we find out something about a character that we find out something about a character after they've gone. And it's just like after hearing that realization and then looking back on all the interactions that he's had with all the characters, it's just like, damn, bro, that was some real shit. That was some real shit. And if you have seen this movie and you hear what I'm talking about and you will understand the pain that I felt watching said character leave.
Yep.
This movie actually like spoke to me as a soul because it deals with so many more things than just dystopia and just like corrupt morals and like patriotism and stuff like that. It deals with some really heavy hitting shit like the morality of doing like a lot of people are very I don't know, it's a very politically charged movie, no doubt at all. But the way that it's
subtle, but like it's subtle in certain instances.
The way that it portrays the relationships between the characters and then the way that they navigate their own morality around each other is just beautiful. This movie is like a stunning achievement for character work I've seen in a long time. I haven't cried this hard watching a movie since The Green Mile. And if you've watched The Green Mile, which I'm sure everybody and their grandmother has, you'll know that movie's fucking sad as shit. But yeah, this movie is impactful. It's important. I really highly implore people to go watch it. The score is beautiful. The character work is beautiful. The writing is amazing. You really feel for these characters every step of the way. And it really just can't be understated enough. If this doesn't get anything for the Oscars, I'm going to be fucking livid.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I think
I will not take failure for
this movie. I think a part of makes this movie so good too is the small, like the little moments that they add that just makes it so kind of real. Like they're just like the small little. Oh no!
Oh, you
lost focus.
No.
There's just like so many small little like fun moments between like the camaraderie of like these people just walking together and talking and having like these fun conversations. Like talking about like the guys talking about doing each other's mothers. Like that was like just busting each other's balls. I love it. Like it's just it's stuff like that makes the movie like so much more.
Yeah.
And everything else after it's so much more hurtful.
This movie has an underlying theme of dread that just pushes through every scene, and it's like it's so hard to get over, even in the happy bits.
It's beautiful and painful.
The foot is on the pedal the entire movie. Like there's no let up on it. Like the dread just carries through the entire movie all the way up until the end.
The entire opening was amazing too.
Now,
can we talk about how good Mark Hamill was too? The little screen time that he had, he was just menacing.
As the general,
you know what I mean?
Mark Hamill. This is like
Major.
was it the Major?
Yeah, Major Mark Hamill.
Okay. Yeah, well, like as the Major, he killed it. Like he exactly the role that I'm assuming they needed from him, because it worked very well, at least for me. We don't learn a whole bunch about this guy. I'll say that we don't learn a whole bunch about him, but from what we do see,
from what we do learn, it gets worse and worse.
It just keeps getting worse.
Now
if you can't separate him from Luke Skywalker, you will be able to separate him from Luke Skywalker now.
If you can't watch the Joker, Mark Hamill's animated Joker, because it's Luke Skywalker, then this will ease you.
Also a crazy opinion for me, considering he's the Joker in so many different things across animations, video games.
People don't even know half the time.
Yeah, like.
Now there is a line in this movie, like this is not like a politically charged for the times type of movie, because this was a story. This is Stephen King's first book that he did. He wrote. Really? He didn't get published, and then he released it under a pen name.
Oddly poignant for the times, I will say.
Exactly. And there's a line in the movie that everybody should really think about, because it kind of really represents everything that's going on now, like where one of the boys gets murdered because he falls off, and you have the two lead characters where the one character says, "Hey, I really hope I get used to that and it doesn't bother me after a while." And then the other lead character goes,
"I'm scared."
The other was like, "I'll be scared if I do get used to it," because you should not be used to those type of things. Right?
And that's the oh my gosh, that's the fucking genius of this movie too, because throughout all of the character exits, I'll say, I don't want to give anything away about certain things, but through all of the character exits, you slowly, like the movie slowly just either you're either like our friend Rebecca, or you're like us, or you're like me, Noah, and Riley and whatnot. Like we were weeping throughout this entire film, but she stood there and like it really just like it separates you, and it makes you think about, oh, there's all of this exit happening. I don't know. We're dancing around it now, but who cares? There's all of this.
I think that's what they were saying. Oh,
yeah, it's in the theater. It's in the theater.
Punching your ticket.
The theater, the trailer. There's all this ticket punching in the movie, and it slowly gets to a point where it's like, even in the theater, I was like thinking like, damn, like I don't know if I can like really like keep emotionally investing in these people. Like at what point do I have to like let myself have a break so that I can like like evaluate and everything that I feel about the last one. Like I don't this movie really tests you to care about people, and this
movie hurts, man.
It's so dude, that's what I'm saying. This movie's important, dude. This movie's really important.
You feel like a part of your soul gets punched out of your body and leaves with your tears.
Like, and this is my first time watching this was literally like 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very important movie to watch, but it's also just such a beautiful movie to watch too.
As
the character development and the character growth But applause for the writers, honestly.
Yep.
Because
The
applause for the actors, because they gave it their all.
Now, because Danny came in late, and I switched it over.
Talk to me.
But so right here, so Danny, this is
Yeah.
all of my films. I have a separate all films ranking on
Let me put
Letterboxd, and I have just the horror.
Yeah, let me put you on the big screen real quick.
Okay.
All right. Oh, cool.
So you'll see right here.
I have a big screen up here.
All right. So this is all the films that I have ranked right now. Like
Nice.
in horror, I looked at that first, but now I'll pull up the other list. So I have The Long Walk
for the
at
year?
number. Yeah, this is for this year. So Long Walk is at number 2 for the year, based off of horror and non-horror films.
You put
So
Mission
this is just your
Impossible in front of
2025
F1?
movies of all time?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It may flip. It may flip. And look, there's scenes in F1 that's like, oh my god, is this really happening? Are they really actually gonna pull the trigger in the middle of the movie or towards the 3/4 of the way through? But Mission Impossible, the biplane scene, the amount of stunt work that went into that, the underwater scene, knowing that he was actually doing that scene blind underwater because the lights inside the helmet. Yeah. And
I don't know, man.
it's a fantastic conclusion to a franchise. Like every movie in Mission Impossible got better and better. So
Tom Cruise movies to me are like
sir. Dude, the only one out of all the Mission Impossibles that I walked out at the end, I stayed for the whole thing. The only one that I walked out on was the one before this. And
What?
oh yeah, dude, I was mad as fuck, bro. All that build up for nothing. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no, my god, no.
Well, didn't they always say it was going to be a 2-parter?
They did, but again, for what? Because it really didn't pay off. So I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. Damn,
three is still my favorite
heart,
of the
Fredo.
franchise.
You break my heart.
Yeah. Now, like, I haven't seen F1 a second time. I have seen
It's
Mission
incredible,
Impossible twice in the
It's
theaters.
so
I
good.
do want to
dude.
see F1 a second
good,
time.
man.
F1's so good.
I'm getting more caught on that. Caught Stealing is at 6. I haven't seen.
Can
this
you bring it
movie
down?
yet. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that movie because I love Matt Smith.
It's good. Yeah, it's
Caught
good.
Stealing,
Seeing that
fantastic.
it's on your top 6 is
Okay.
Yep.
And he's barely in it. He's barely
I
in it,
haven't-
but he
I
crushes
haven't seen
it.
Nobody 2.
Nobody 2
Nobody
is fun.
2 is good. Yeah,
Yep,
it's fun.
Nobody 2
Yeah,
is
I like
fun.
the first one. The Naked Gun, a bunch of my friends are in, and a bunch of my stunt buddies are in, which is amazing. I saw bits and clips. It looks funny. I haven't watched the full thing just yet, just due to
Dude, the
time
hot dog
with the
scene.
film, that the short film, and also with work.
Yeah.
It's just been impossible to watch all this. Sinners,
Damn, Sinners being behind all of that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
man.
about
Oh,
Dave on that
man.
one, man.
Yeah, that's a
man.
tough one, pal.
Oh
That's
man,
a tough
Sinners
one.
is
I don't know if I
incredible, bro.
can.
You have it that low, man. That's
You have it below
You did
Nobody
not-
too.
You did not put Ballerina at 12, bro.
Yeah, man, it was great.
I also saw that too. I also saw that.
Ballerina was great.
And not above Sinners.
Dave, you
I
got
have
some
complaints.
Listen,
I
Dave, you got
have
some
complaints. I
you got
have
some
complaints
really,
about Sinners.
really great. You have some really great takes sometimes. That's
Yeah,
not it.
I have look Sinners.
Putting
look,
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare before Sinners, and then putting it so much higher in your in your top 10. It's in your top 10. It's not even number 10. It's in your top 10.
I have complaints with Sinners.
Is wild.
I have complaints. I told you the movie was too short and it was too dark, and I saw it 3 or 4 times in the theaters.
I told you to watch it. I told you to watch it on your TV.
I haven't
told you to
yet.
watch it on your TV.
I haven't yet.
It's a lot better on your TV, bro.
I think you just got to get your eyes checked, because I didn't have a problem.
exactly.
I could see perfectly fine.
You hit old age.
Oh my god! Oh my god! But Ballerina, yes, but Ballerina's up there because like she wasn't a superhero badass kicking from the beginning. They said that she was going to struggle against other opponents, and she did. They kept true to that in the entire movie. She got her ass kicked throughout the entire movie.
One of my biggest gripes with the
because
Ballerina.
she got her ass kicked throughout the movie.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Yep. I'm not complaining that that's a fair statement or whatnot, but not better than Sinners, bro. Sinners was a breath of fresh air for me this year, and so was F1. Like those two were definitely a breath of fresh air. So for you to have F1 at 4 and Sinners at 14, my God, I don't know, man. Yeah. And then you have B films up there past it.
Yeah. Look, Nobody is at number 8 because like nobody. The first one was like, it was okay, and I was good with the changes that they did with this one. The comedy was great. Him struggling with his anger management, fantastic. But there was literally scenes in Nobody 2 where I clapped for the scene because it was just so relieving. Because it's in the trailer. Some guy slaps his girl in the back of the head, and he's just like, he's sitting there. He's just trying to chi out, right? He's trying to zen out. He leaves, they pull away, and then he pulls back, and he goes in there, and he wipes the floor with everybody for somebody touching his daughter. And I clap for that scene. That's because I know I would feel that rage. That
to be fair, he assaulted his daughter. No world is anybody gonna not agree with a guy who defends his daughter who gets assaulted by an adult.
That's true.
At a kid's play place.
Yep. So,
I will say this one thing about Ballerina being over Sinners. I will say that I have not heard one person other than talking on the podcast talk about Ballerina.
I haven't heard anybody talk about
this film. Here's why.
It has no draw to me in the beginning. It has no draw to me now. I barely watched the John Wick movies because I wanted to. Ballerina
I got
is
a side eye on that
one. That's
okay.
That's okay.
Look.
I got enjoyment. I got a lot of enjoyment out of John Wick 1 and 2. 3 was really good, but it took me a while to actually sit down and watch. And then 4, I enjoyed the shit out of. But again, it just took me a while to watch.
The
Ballerina, I'm gonna be real. It doesn't seem necessary to watch, and I guarantee it's not the story of John Wick, but it's just to me, nobody talked about it
you want to know why nobody talked about it? You want to know why nobody talked about it? Because it's a female lead. That's why.
Oh yes, of course, because it's not the most attractive woman in the world, Ana de Armas, and people are totally not talking
that's
about
not
it.
why you want to go see it. It's not just eye candy. She does good in the film.
I know, but it's just John Wick, but she gets her ass kicked a little bit more.
That's not my gripe either. My gripe is we should not have any John Wick spinoffs like that. To me, it was just like we wrapped
the only
it up.
John Wick spinoff I was
interested. You know what I mean? Of how he became the Baba Yaga. Part 5 allegedly. I know Part 5 allegedly is supposed to be a sequel. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a prequel like they've been teasing. I'd rather have a John Wick 5 that's the beginning of how he became the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
No. That's going to be an animated movie. They already confirmed it's an animated movie.
Come on, man.
Prequel.
I don't mind it
anymore.
I don't mind it
anymore.
I don't mind it.
Continental was actually fun. The Continental was actually fun. But my only gripe about the Ballerina is this that nobody talks about. I always forget the stuntman's name, but he trained what's his name in Nobody. They're like best friends and stuff. But he was Vigo's #1 hitman that kept beating up John in the first movie. They brought him back and he was a sniper in this one in Ballerina. I was like, it makes no sense that he's paying 2 different characters getting that much screen time. Like if he was a henchman in the background, cool. I have no issue. He was a main antagonist in this, and I was like, "How you gonna have him as 2 different people in the same universe?"
Maybe
that's just a blatant mistake.
Seems like they didn't really think this one through a bit.
No, ask Robert Rodriguez the same thing. All the people that died in Desperado came back as different characters in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
That's true.
Right?
This became a much larger debate than I was ready for.
Yeah.
I haven't
look. So we'll end the debate. Caught Stealing is probably one of the movies that you probably wouldn't see, but you want to see it.
Oh no, I fully intended on seeing that movie. I have no choice other than to see anything Matt Smith is in. I watched all of House of the Dragon just to see his scenes.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
Matt Smith is the best thing about that show, by the way.
Yes, he fucking is. He's the best thing about a lot of things. He's the best thing about Morbius.
Oh yeah, he is the best thing about Morbius. So all right, so this is what I was going to plan to go into next before we talk about questions. So I'm planning on to go see Strangers Chapter 2 at my local theater this weekend. I just finished the last few films. I'm excited for the new one. So we never got a chance to get into it, but so these were the films that were coming out for the year, for the month. We got The Conjuring, Last Rites, The Long Walk, Him, and Strangers Chapter 2. So I am going to see Strangers Chapter 2. I'm not crazy about what I saw in the first one.
Very brave of you.
I mean, I liked the first one, and I thought that was just a great ending. And leave it alone.
Wait a minute. The first film or chapter 1? The third
No, the
film in
first
the franchise?
film. No,
Okay.
the first film. The
Mhm.
first film, they should have just left it alone. Like I don't agree with continuing it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it ended perfectly. It was great. The one of the greatest lines in films of all time. Why are you doing this? Because everyone always asks that in a horror film, and they just say because you were home.
Yep.
Fucking fantastic, dude. That is scary as shit.
That does good. That's raw as fuck. I can't lie.
Dude, that is raw. And you just leave
especially
it
the
alone.
unrated cut. Especially
Yeah,
the unrated
just-
cut was awesome.
Yeah, man, just leave it alone. Just
home.
leave it alone. I don't know why we are all of a sudden so many movies deep in that, man.
I like the second part. I like Pray at Night. I thought Pray at Night was very good. That's my favorite of the franchise. But
Really?
like
Okay.
my gripe with chapter
Yeah, I'm
1 is
with Danny on that.
the intro. Well, I seen the movie that it's remade off of. Them. It's a French film. Fantastic. The suspense blows strangers out of the water, and then they actually reveal what was going on at the end, where strangers didn't. But Strangers Chapter 1, the intro for that film, where it talks about this being the most gruesome event that happened in this small town, and it just builds it up so much in that opening dialogue, and then nothing happens at the end. There's a couple of stabs, and that's it.
So here's my personal gripe with chapter 1. Like,
Yep.
I love, I always butcher her last name, Madeline Petch. Like, she's a good actress to me. Like, I wasn't the biggest, I didn't watch Riverdale like that. I would catch episodes here and there. But whenever I saw her on screen, I was like, yo, she's knocking it out of the park. Like, but for me personally, like, I can't help it. Like, being a producer, and Danny could get this, like, it's kind of hard to separate being a creative and like bringing personal actors, real life into a role where the actor that played her husband in this, knowing that, and I got no issues with someone's sexuality, but you could just tell that chemistry wasn't there with him being, a homosexual and stuff. That chemistry, I didn't believe them as a character. Where you got the actor in Wednesday, who's also a homosexual, but him and what's her name had great chemistry, in season 1
just
of
acting
Wednesday.
ability.
It's just acting ability, man. It's just acting 101. Like, make us believe your characters. And they didn't do that for me in Strangers Chapter 1. So it was like, I was glad that he got off. I was like, okay, I could give two shits about this dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I saw the first review headline pop up from somebody that I kind of sort of about 75% of the times in line with their reviews. Cody Leach had dropped a review on Strangers 2, and he's like, oh, it was a bad tagline. I don't remember the tagline, but he's like, yeah. What did I expect it to be good the second time around? So I don't know. So like, this is gonna be a bad month. It's gonna be a bad month.
That's funny. That's funny, dude.
What did I
my God.
expect it to be good a second time around?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bad month. I
That's
think if
funny.
it flops again, I don't think we see the third one make the theaters. It probably just go straight to streaming. But yeah. The problem with this one is too that we keep losing people, like The Long Walk. But the problem is that they went back and they refilmed scenes and they added characters to the movie that weren't there originally.
Oh, like Snow White?
Yeah. So because everybody figured out where it was going in chapter 1, they had to go back and refilm chapter 2 and add new characters to it to throw everybody off and add new masked characters and stuff like that. So it's like, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
The only highlight I see for this film, for chapter 2, is Richard Brake is in it. Like, no matter how small of a role he is, he always crushes it. So that's the only reason why I'm really going to see it, is just to see his character, really, to be honest.
I barely remember the original one. And I've seen no other ones, and I have no intention on seeing this one. I think these movies are really stupid.
I love the first one with
the masks are cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, cool fucking masks, but they don't grip me at all. Like the first movie did I put off watching the first movie. I think someone else, like I was like watching it with friends because somebody else suggested it. I don't care about these movies at all. No offense to people who like it. Like if you like it, you like it, but it's just kind of lame.
All right, so I heard Richard Brake. That's a good segue to a question we have out there. But Lucas, it looked like you want do you want to add anything to this?
Oh, I was literally just gonna say I haven't seen them, don't want to see them, and I will not be seeing the second one. So
all right, so
it's the same thing with Conjuring.
Oh,
Yo,
my
that
God.
was so
Oh,
bad.
God.
Yeah.
Let's not go. Let's not even talk about Conjuring.
Dude, that trailer looks awful. Just put it to you that way. It's fucking
Bad movie.
yikes.
Bad movie.
Yeah, it's so
Guys,
bad.
relax. Guys,
I
relax. It's
keep
making
telling
money.
you
That means it's
guys, you
good.
keep
No.
trying the same thing, and it's the definition of anxiety, of
Dude, the
insanity. You
first
keep
thing,
trying the same thing,
when I saw
expecting
the
the outcome
trailer,
to be different.
brother, when I saw the trailer, I go,
Yeah,
oh,
nobody
God,
here
this
thought
looks
this movie was
bad.
gonna be good.
And as soon as it said it was The Conjuring, I was like, another one? Oh.
Well, wait, hold on. They're making the streaming. They're making a TV show. Aren't you excited for that though?
Oh.
I don't give a fuck.
No care.
Yeah, but here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. It's at just under $400 million. It's going to hit
Oh my
500 million.
God.
And it's going to inspire everything now that's going to come out over the next 5 years.
Dude,
It's all going to
you
come
know
off
what
of
it is? You know what it is that everyone's going away from the superhero thing now, alongside indie films, which I'm grateful for, but horror finally is making a comeback, thank God, right? But it's just the popularity wave right now, my bro. You know what I mean? It's just now everyone's like, hey, we should make another Halloween after all this time.
I
Actually,
wouldn't
They're
be
talking
surprised.
about it. They're
Dude.
fucking talking about it, dude. They're talking about it.
Dude,
They leaked
they
stuff
need to-
about it.
I wouldn't
Dude,
be
they need to
surprised if we got a new
stop.
Elm Street movie at this point.
I need to
Yeah,
take
that's
a
what I'm
shot.
saying,
Is that that game?
No.
it has to be that game.
We're talking
So
about
anyway-
Halloween. It must be that game.
Oh God.
So we had to mention a Richard Brake, and that's why it's a good segue. So King Matthews has. Have you guys seen that Robert Englund is voicing
Yeah,
I
the
saw.
cricket in the new
Jimmy the
Leo-
Cricket. Yeah, Jimmy the
I can
Cricket.
fuck with that.
Yeah.
The Jiminy Cricket, how do you call it? The rendering?
Yeah.
Looks
They even
legit.
made him look
Looks
like
freaky.
yeah. They made him
Looks
look
a little
like
freaky,
Freddy.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
made him
pretty
look
cool.
like
It just
they made him
turns
look
out
like
to be
a puppet Freddy from Dream Warriors.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I
Yeah.
can find it real quick.
A
It
Nightmare
just
on
wondering-
Far,
turned-
Far
watch it.
Away
Watch it
Land.
just turn out to be a prequel to a new Elm Street film. And they're really
No, no, this is a part of the Poohverse.
Yeah, it's part
Is
of
it
the
a part of the
Pooh universe.
Poohverse?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a part of the Poohverse.
Oh, that's
There it is.
disgusting.
Wait. So
Yeah.
are we making like is Screamboat a part of the Poohverse too or no?
No.
No.
It's
It's
Winnie
its
the
own
Pooh.
thing.
It's Peter Pan. It's Bambi. It's this one. There's going to Pinocchio. And there's another one that's going to be in there too. But yeah, take a look at that.
It looks good, man. It looks
Mhm.
good. I hopefully on screen it captures the essence still, but the rendering looks good.
Is
Yeah,
it like
the
a
film.
claymation?
It looks like it, but I think it's actual puppet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but the
Made it
filmmakers
for
for
all
this.
the right reasons, so it's okay.
Well, here's the cool thing: like the filmmakers took the money that they made from the first independent film for its short run, and then they reinvested it, and they've made a lot of smart choices in all the films.
Mhm.
Bambi: The Reckoning is really the only one that I'm like, no, I'm not really too.
They just
happy
need to
about it.
release that Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Bambi
Yes, that's
movie.
what
I
I was
want
thinking.
that. I want that so
Yes.
bad.
Freaking
It's
Vin
not even a
Diesel's
joke,
Thumper.
bro.
Mhm. Yep.
It's not even a
Diesel as
fucking
Thumper
joke
is
anymore.
Hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Thumping. It's
The-
a, it's a
the
Saturday
Dwayne
Night
the-
Live
yeah.
skit or something like that. It was
They had Dwayne the Rock
as
Johnson
Bambi,
host.
and I forgot who was Flower. Was it more what's his breath? Tracy Morgan, right? Was supposed to
Yeah.
be Flower or something like that. And Thumper was Vin Diesel. Yo, that
Oh
part
no, it
had
was
me
Keenan. It
dying.
was Keenan Thompson on the.
As Flower, but it
On-
was supposed to be
yeah.
like Tracy Morgan,
Yeah.
right? I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was someone acting like Vin Diesel as Thumper. Like, why did he call you Thumper? Because I'm always thumping.
There-
Need that movie.
Thumper in Bambi Reckoning. Oh boy, that's something different. That's something
Is it?
different. Yeah. I like the way they pulled that off. All right.
wish I was
So
into
Kick the
these
shit out of
things.
people.
before we get to Scream stuff, so Scott Walker has asked us to talk about Jurassic Park on the last couple episodes. So there is some news. They've announced
it
that they
Rebirth?
greenlit the sequel, and they're looking
Yeah,
to
they
bring.
let the sequel.
Yeah. They're
She
looking
might direct it, right?
God damn.
Danny,
Yeah.
me and Danny are on the same goddamn page.
Yeah. She
It
might
wasn't
direct it.
that bad. Yeah. So they want to get.
Dude,
I wouldn't know. I
Scarlett
haven't watched it
Johansson
since I watched the first two
Stop
Jurassic World
making
movies.
new dinosaurs. There are a million different dinosaurs in the fucking world. You can
Start
use
correcting the fact
scary
that they have
dinosaurs.
feathers. Dinosaurs have feathers. Damn it!
I don't,
I
dude.
hate
I
that.
don't, I don't care for it though. Ever,
I don't
ever,
either.
bro. I don't like. all this dumb shit that's coming out, man. The next thing you know is gonna be like it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
another
like
clone
whatchamacallit.
baby.
It's gonna be like Congo, man. They're gonna be like hand signing to the dinosaurs and start talking. Like I'm telling
Jurassic
you,
2
man.
World is
Ugh.
coming up next, I think.
Look, Danny, that's probably what they would have did if they kept Chris Pratt's movie going, because that's where they were kind of going, like with the super smart dinosaurs and stuff like that. But
yeah.
so Scarlett Johansson is most likely going to be back for the next film. But I will tell you this. Yeah, I thought this last one was better than the last 4 movies that came out before.
Yeah. It was better than Jurassic Park 3 and better than the Jurassic World Chris Pratt movies. Yeah, I will say that. But
the only Jurassic World I like.
You're just naming movies that I don't even like. So
that was it.
Yeah, no. So in
better than
every
movies I don't like.
Jurassic Park movie that has been made that I do not enjoy, it has been the ones where they try to do shit that doesn't make sense, such as creating new dinosaurs from the DNA of all these different dinosaurs and making the fucking one in Jurassic World 1. I didn't fucking like that at all. I didn't. It was dumb. It was stupid. I would rather they just find the actually scary fucking dinosaurs and start using
Indominus
them.
Rex was for marketing toys. That's all it felt like.
And now we have this weird bold.
And then it gets killed by raptors and a T-Rex.
My thing is
then the yeah. Sorry, my bad.
I wanted to find a way to make the dinosaurs good.
One at a time, my friends.
The whole rumor and meme before it actually came out of Scarlett Johansson becoming a dinosaur, I could see that dumb shit happening now in the sequel.
Yeah,
I thought it was real at first, honestly.
I
thought they were leaking something.
You kind of got that with the girl. She's a clone from
the fucking clone baby
DNA
bullshit.
Yeah, from DNA of a dinosaur. So like,
how do I delete it from my mind? Like, how can I permanently bleach my brain?
You guys are brutal. You guys are
I don't think it's brutal. It's just dumb.
Steven Spielberg allowing this shit to happen, bro.
Because
I don't know. I think it would have been more interesting if they used this opportunity to go more into the go more into the ideas of the other company that was mentioned in the books. Like there's more content in the books that they could talk about, but instead they do this big four-headed fucker with fighting Scarlett Johansson. Like I don't get it.
It was
scenes from the first book.
The first thing I liked about 3, though, it's a different island. Like, you know what I mean? Like in 3, when you had a different island, that's fucking badass, dude. Like, what if they're like Noah was saying, different companies, different islands, different. You know what I mean? Like, you know what's actually pretty damn good, which I thought was silly as hell, because Landon loved watching this shit, was the Jurassic Park cartoon. It was interesting. You know what I mean? It was just like, all right, cool.
Yeah. You segued us, Danny. You segued us into another question. All your opinions, boys. Do you think the cartoons and the movies are all canon? I did my research, and it's been proven they are all canon. I didn't even know there was a cartoon.
They are.
I did not know.
I didn't know that there was a canon.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently the cartoon is canon to the movies. Yeah. But again, I mean, the cartoon was more Jurassic Park than any of these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Transformers, but we're not talking about that today.
Dude, Transformers 1 not getting a sequel broke me, bro.
Insane! It's fucking ridiculous that movie's not getting a sequel.
It was a good take. I like the original Transformers.
Jurassic Park's getting a sequel, guys. Relax.
At least they're gonna make a new dinosaur, guys.
They're actually making a new sequel of Michael Bay's Transformers. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, because
Linkin Park.
Well, no, they're doing the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so. They should have. No, I don't think so.
Can't wait to not see that.
All right. Well, Scott Walker is in agreement. Jurassic World Rebirth is the worst out of all the Jurassic. So he's like you, Danny. He agrees with you on that one.
I still say the third is the worst. The one with William H. Macy, but yeah, Rebirth is pretty bad.
I think maybe the movie that it will kind of piece things back together for us before we start talking Scream stuff is going to be this Primitive War. So I think that's going straight to streaming. So,
oh man, I'm like, it looks fun, but at the same time, I'm like, what the
Are
hell?
people using
Like,
The
dinosaurs in
CGI looks
Warfare?
fucking horrendous in
it
this
looks
movie. By the way,
bad. It looks
it
bad.
is bad, bro. It is bad.
I haven't paid too
Oh
much
my
attention
God.
to the trailer,
I'm
so I don't know.
actually,
Dude, I saw the trailer and I was like, what in the hell is this dumb shit? I was like, is this the new Jurassic Park? I was like, good God, no. And then it was this. I was like, oh, so it's the Kirkland brand Jurassic Park. Got it.
Oh my god!
Like, oh my God.
The only reason
Yeah.
why I want to watch it because that Aussie actor Ryan, I always butcher his last name, Ryan Quanton from
Yep.
True Blood is in it, the one that
Mhm.
played Anna Paquin's brother. That's the
Mhm.
only reason why I want to see it, because he's a good actor to me. But it looks like garbage. It
Yep.
looks so garbage, dude.
Alrighty.
The one thing I did want to just bring up, I think it's called Battle After the Next.
One battle after the next with
Yeah,
Leonardo
yeah,
DiCaprio.
that new Leonardo DiCaprio movie looks like
I'm
it's
a
gonna
catch
be a
flag for it,
thriller.
but it's trash.
It might be. I haven't seen it yet.
I'll put it
we'll
like
talk-
this. The one thing I will say, the acting is great, but the story is all over the place, and it's just
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about that one offline because Marcus got to see an early screening of it, so we'll talk about
Gotcha.
that.
Copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
All right, so let's talk about Scream, right? So
Oh boy, hold on, I gotta
Yep.
grab the thing.
Let's go.
so they've been talking for the last month or 2 months that there's a surprise coming, a surprise returning character, right? They don't want to announce it. They haven't put it in there anywhere. And Entertainment Weekly was going on, hey, where are they now with our Nashville characters? And that's where they put in the little nugget that everybody is kind of looking for here. So let me get my find here. Hayden Panettiere. Let's see. Where is it? So we got
Hold on.
after the series wrapped in 2018, Panettiere took a 4-year break from acting. She returned to the screen in Scream 6, 2023, reprising her
So
role
Kirby's
in
back.
Scream 4. Yep, Kirby Reed, and has since appeared in films Amber Alert, A Breed Apart. Next, she will team with Nev Campbell, Sidney Prescott, in Scream 7. So they have told us the surprise character who is returning and hasn't
my
been
God.
announced.
And a potential plot point too. That I mean, like, granted, we should have expected that, but they're teaming up.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah!
You know what, Dave? Oh, wait. All of you got one? Hold on. Let me go get mine.
Did I go get my mask, man?
Yeah,
My
go
mask
get your mask.
It's all the way over there.
Got the TV series mask, the Brandon James
What's
mask.
your
man.
favorite
Yep.
scary movie?
Mhm.
I don't
All
know.
right,
It's not the Babadook, I can tell you that.
Oh my
Showgirls,
God.
like Randy said, showgirls.
Charlie and I'm sorry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
All right,
that movie
so
did scare me when I was a kid, though.
yeah, whole
the tunnel
psychedelic
scene.
scene.
It's because the horror movie. Where are those
Look-
kids? Where are their families?
So
They're in the candy.
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All
I
right.
have my real one too, though. Hold on. Got to represent.
Oh yeah. Rep it.
And hold on. Ready? Because I definitely got it for the film. The real.
Oh, mine's on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's on the wall.
Mine's
Noah's
about-
by his bed.
Yeah. So
Gotta pose like the shirt.
what is your thoughts on? We all kind of knew she was going to come back. We were just waiting for the announcement. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on Kirby coming back? Marcus, we'll start with you this time.
The bad.
I mean, she's one of my favorite characters, so I'm excited, but I just hope she's not underused like in 6.
Yep.
You know, so yeah.
Noah, thoughts on her return?
I think I said that this is like a small nugget of good news in a pile of shit. It's good to know that she's going to be in the movie because she's one of my favorite characters in the franchise and one of my preferred lead characters throughout the franchise. But I still think this movie's going to be bad.
All right,
Not
Danny,
gonna lie.
your thoughts on her returning?
So, we have many theories on this channel, as our audience has seen. I think what you said now makes plausible sense. I think what you said, Dave, of Kirby is the one that's working with Stu. If Stu is really back, and that's why she's going and teaming up, trying to find all these other ghost faces and kill them off because there can only be one, like
Yep.
Highlander. It makes plausible sense now that
Mhm.
the twist would be Kirby has been working with them all along.
Mhm. Mhm.
Makes plausible sense now.
All right, Lucas, how about you?
I don't know. I wasn't really super interested in this movie to begin with.
None of us are.
Yeah, like Noah said, I mean, the biggest nugget of good news that I got was that Matthew Lillard was going to be in it, and that's the only reason I'm watching this movie is
Which
because
they should not have told us.
The Lil is in here,
Nope.
guys. Fucking
Yep.
Shaggy from Scooby Doo is back. Yeah, like we. No, I mean, like it. I don't know. It could be
Yeah.
fine. It could be.
Alright.
I think it literally just has the potential to be fine. Unfortunately for me.
All right.
The
well,
only hope that I have to piggyback off of that, the only hope that I have is that the original writer's back. That's the only hope. Because ever since he bounced from Scream 2, 3, I should say,
mhm.
that he wasn't in it, that's when everything went. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So it's kind of like with him back, let's see what happens. That's the only hope I have, but I don't want to get too high in my expectations
Mhm.
because that's a lot of loose ends for someone to tie up in a pretty
Yeah.
bow.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
lot of loose
Mhm.
ends. A lot of
Mhm.
loose ends.
Yep. It can't be like the final reckoning of Mission Impossible where they tied up all the loose ends perfectly. But anyway,
I
let's
hate
get
you. I hate you so much right now.
let's get to some of these questions here. So we got Chris Schrober. Hopefully I said your last name correctly. If not, I butcher everybody's name, including mine sometimes. But do you think we'll get the Cult of Ghostface is in Scream 7? I will say yes for me. What else do you guys say?
No, because Scream seems to be allergic to good ideas.
Mm, okay.
Well,
Well,
with the
again,
original
hey,
writers, with the
yeah, I
original
was gonna say
writer,
Danny brought it
maybe.
up with Kevin
Yeah.
Williamson back. I think what
Yeah.
he's gonna do, I think he kind of hinted at it in a Variety article that I think he wants to bring back the ideas that he initially set up for 3 when he
Mhm.
wrote his treatment.
Oh, the meta narrative.
But the
Where it's like-
writers scrapped his ideas for 3. So
So
I
like
think
the
he's
new,
gonna try to like weave that back in. Like, yeah.
so he wants to go New Nightmare route.
Not New
No,
Nightmare, but
no.
No.
the
What do you
whole
mean?
cult thing. Yeah.
Oh, because I thought we
Yeah.
were talking about like I guess the original idea for Scream, or was it Scream 2 that it was gonna be like the actors actually going through it or something?
No, that
No,
was
that
just
was the
the
TV
idea that
series.
we
That
had.
was the
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
series.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the TV
No,
series.
but just like Marcus was saying, part 2 is when we're first introduced to a cult-like thing because Mrs.
Mhm.
Loomis found
Mhm.
Hmm.
what's his breath? I forgot his name already.
Mickey.
Timothy Oliphant.
Mickey. No, it's ADHD, bro.
The new
ADHD. I can't remember-
Magneto.
See, I can't remember my own name at times, baby. It's she found Mickey on the dark web. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She found Mickey on the dark
Yeah.
web, and that was the first time it was introduced to a cult-like thing. And then when you had Roman finding Billy and Stu, and like I said, I rewatched the entire franchise for my short film. Is that Roman even said it when he had Billy and Stu on board. He's like, I didn't know those guys were going to try to create their own movie. This was supposed to be my movie, right? So there was always the ideas of there were more people out there like that trying to do this thing,
Mhm.
right? So that's been around forever, and then it was reintroduced with Amber
Scream 6.
and Richie. You know what I mean? Amber and
Oh,
Richie
yeah.
Mhm.
in Scream 5. They
Yep.
found each other on the subreddit.
Mhm.
So it's I
It's
can see
been
it
there.
happening. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
there. I can see it happening, but Dave, honestly, I have to give you kudos, man. You have the best point that how do you tie up this loose end of it getting out of control, right? Because all of a
Mhm.
sudden now Scream could be like Halloween and go fucking forever, right?
Mhm.
We're gonna have Scream in space like Jason X, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean it can get that far when you have this whole cult around the world type deal, right? So how do you tie up the loose ends? You have Kirby and Stu working together to kill off all these other fucking people, right? To get it back to the main
Mhm.
thing, and it's a big reset which is what Scream needs. Scream needs a big reset.
Yeah,
Well, that's
even
what
in
they're
the
talking
beginning-
about doing.
Even in the beginning of Scream
Yeah.
6, we saw a little bit of that with the two jokesters and all that
Exactly.
shit. They I guess the
Mhm.
family took them out so that they didn't have any competition,
Mhm.
I suppose.
I think where my struggle is with Scream though, because I said this before, I started noticing this trend in horror movies that I'm like, this no. Uh they don't necessarily have to be in the same place. Jason, obviously, because his soul is trapped at Camp Crystal Lake, right? Until
Mhm.
you had like Jason Goes to Manhattan, which was fucking
Mhm.
wild and whatnot. And then same thing with
Let's
Freddy.
not talk about
Freddy,
it.
no, I know, right? Uppercut, Shoryuken, head popped off. Anyway, um, then you have Freddy. Freddy's soul is trapped in Elm Street, right?
Mhm.
Until you get to the weird shit after that as well. Um, Michael Myers, you never needed him to be Justin Haddonsfield. That was a big miss on their portion because it's the same
Mhm.
killer and he can go anywhere. That's fucking
Yeah.
terrifying. The thing with Scream is that you have all these killers, you have all this cult like things that it can get out of hand very, very fast. It's
Mhm.
just too open. It's too open. Like, do you necessarily need it in Woodsboro? No, right? Like, it'd be cool that you had different people linked in different places, sure. But
Mhm.
if you're gonna have this widespread cult like thing, then you need to introduce new characters. You
Mhm.
can't just it can't just be Sydney. And I get it. Nev Campbell is the final girl of Scream, but it can't be just Sydney. If you're gonna do something wide like that, you know what I mean, that could possibly spread around the world because it's on the internet and
Mhm.
whatnot, you need to introduce new characters. You
Yep.
have to. You have to tell new stories.
So are like
be-
half of the core four being in this movie. I'm excited to see them again, at least.
Yeah. There's a rumor about that. Maybe we'll talk about if I remember as we're going along. And before I get to the next question or comment that was put in the chat earlier, so my question to you boys is: what do we save? Do we save Scream 3 by introducing Christina Carpenter as, say, Angelina from Part 3?
No.
And we tie it all the way back to Scream 3, and then we bring it all the way back to Woodsboro, where both of them were operating in Woodsboro. Or
Okay.
do we potentially save Scream 6 by doing the Hurl, Kirby, and Stu plan to wipe out all the other Ghostface, and then we tie the beginning of the last film to what's happening in this film, where it's like, hey, it wasn't Bailey that was in the house wiping people out. It was either Stu or it was Kirby herself. Which
Um
one are you going to save?
What do you
honestly,
Oh, in Scream 4.
honestly, I would say your idea for Kirby and Stu would be better than Angelina. And the reason why
Yeah.
was if Angelina did come back, right, there would have to be a bigger motive, right? Because remember, she was just tagging along Roman because she wanted the part in the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then also she was the first, if you want to go how it's supposed to be, she's the first Ghostface to get caught. So Ghostface was always
Mhm.
kind of goofy and incompetent because it's just normal
Mm-hmm.
people trying to kill people.
Yep.
She got caught, and it's just like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
and nothing came out of it. I would not like to see Angelina if she was truly a Ghostface. I wouldn't want her back. Honestly, I like your take better.
Mm-hmm.
That is just Kirby, and it makes sense. She got kicked off the force, like you said, all this other
Yep.
dumb shit. She's always going around and trying to always apparently around with all this shit that's going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
big
it
movie
just makes
nerd. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It makes more sense. But what does someone said, oh, leaks of Scream 7, da da da, which I thought was kind of cool, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
They said that actually the main killer in this one is hinted to be Randy's sister because they introduced her in 5, and then she was upset that they killed
Oh,
Randy and all this
Martha.
other dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Martha is
How
just
does
trying to
that make
axe everybody. So I thought it was
how
a
does that
cool
make any
concept, but
sense?
again, it
Well,
doesn't, but I thought it was a cool concept, though. You
you
know
know how funny that
Yeah.
is that you say that because they do
what?
that in Wednesday. Oh, if I'm spoiling it for anybody, I'm sorry.
Spoiler alerts.
But they did that for Martha's character in Wednesday season 2. So, hey, it could work in Scream.
It could. It
Yeah.
could.
All right. So, anybody want to add to that? Do you save Scream 3 or do you save Scream
Um
6?
Save Scream 5 and 6 by actually revealing the
Yeah.
fucking killer is what's her breath.
Yeah. I'm with Danny
I
on that one.
Samantha?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. I
save
think
5 and 6. Save 5 and 6 that we thought Sam got redemption and she couldn't. Like, oh my god, that is an incredible story because then if Stu ends up being the one that's trying to kill all the other Ghostface, now you have the daughter of Billy Loomis fighting Stu. Come on, dude. What an epic conclusion that you have Nev Campbell, the daughter of Billy, and fucking Stu Macher.
And not only that, she still got to deal with the ramifications of her own sister too. So it's like,
I still
you know what I
want
mean?
Gail
Like
to be the
whether or
main
not
villain,
Tara
bro.
would try to kill Sam or Sam try to kill Tara. Like, what if she totally lost her psyche altogether and
That's
just
what I'm
went
saying, bro.
completely mad? Yeah.
And you tie up all their stories into one. That's how you tie up the loose ends, right? You just bring it back. So that's what I think, man. I think that should happen.
Yeah, her mental state was crumbling in 5 before the events of this Ghostface thing. Then Scream happened. Scream 6 happens, and she's getting worse. She then, dressed as her father, using her father's knife, brutally murders several people. You are not getting better from that. I'm sorry.
Then what better?
Not, dude.
And then what better to have Kirby as the hero because of the fact they went to high school together? Didn't they say like Kirby was a senior when Sam was like a freshman or something, or sophomore? So they already got history together. So that would be an epic battle within itself. You know what I mean? So yeah,
how you tie the story
all
together.
all the breadcrumbs are there, and they just need to just do it.
They have been there. That's the problem.
Yeah, we need to write for it. But Lucas, what were you gonna say?
Spoon feeding these children.
What were you gonna say? It's gone.
Oh no, I was saying how I could really care less. I still want it to be like Gale's the main villain. I think that would be such a cool.
Oh no, they need to fucking kill her in the beginning of.
Well, that's the
Scream
thing.
7.
Like I want her to be the main villain of 7, and then at the end they kill her, or at the end he kills fucking Stu or some shit. I think that would be such a fucking sick and insane twist to just shake up the fucking story. Actually,
they need
put
a
some
shot.
life into this franchise if they wanted to continue.
Shock factor, kill her in the beginning, and Kirby's the new Gale. You know what I mean? Kill her in the beginning because Kirby's a detective now. So kill Gale in the beginning because Gale's the one that figures this shit out. Kill Gale in the beginning, which is fucking like, oh shit, I didn't think they were gonna do that. And then Kirby is the one that's trying to piece everything together. She's the new fucking Gale Weathers, dude. That's the best way to pass the torch, man.
The rumor right now is that the Meeks twins work for Gale in this one. So we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Investigative reporters.
Yeah. So we got King Matthew with his theory on Kirby being in Scream is maybe she only appears in a cameo part like Carla, how Carla appeared in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. No way Kirby has a big part in 7. Could be.
Oh man,
We've already got so many people in this movie.
Yep. They got a lot of people in this film. So
and like what's this movie gonna be like 3 hours? Are we getting Avengers of Infinity War type movie? Like what's happening?
Stu is a sore loser.
We're gonna get an end credit scene. It's gonna be the TV show,
everybody
guys.
dies.
It's gonna be an end credit scene. The TV show people show up. We're here to help. It's like who the fuck are you?
We'll quickly bring it back to Jurassic Park. There'll be locusts that are attacking Woodsboro.
Oh
and we get everybody teamed back up. And it's like, hey, we know this is a dinosaur movie. In this case, it's a Ghostface movie, but we're going to deal with this problem that's happening over here, and we're going to forget about Ghostface.
And Jeff Goldblum comes in and improvises a script.
Oh, my God, that'd be great. That would be great.
I'd like that, actually.
No, okay,
Does he wear the shirt?
On a serious level, my ideal Scream 7 and 8 two-parter genuinely ends with Gale, the person who is there from the beginning, who is pretty much there for every single Ghostface kill, like and like having her come out and like I've talked about whenever we did like our what would be our predictions and shit for Scream 7, and I talked about how I wanted her to come out in like a fucking like pure white Ghostface outfit and have like the clear mask so you can see the blood drip down over, and it's just like I think that would be so cool if like Scream 7 ends with her killing Stu Macher because they're working together, and it's like there can only be one leader of the Ghostface cult, and then we see the fucking Ghostface cult members, and it's all the different robes and shit like that. Like I want them to do something cool and spectacular like that because it breathes something into this gasping fucking franchise, bro. It's like it's heaving for air, and they need to do something to shake it up. And I'm okay with that. If it's poorly written, then it's gonna die anyways. But I like this franchise needs to pull me back somehow, and I fear that's the only way.
I used to want, and Dave will tell you this, I used to want Gale to be a Ghostface. It made sense back in part 4, where it would have been perfect because like Sydney was like the bane of her existence. You know, that movie part 4 hinted at there being a spark between Sid and Dewey. You know what I mean, on that couch scene. So like, and then I wanted Judy to be Deputy Judy to be the second Ghostface in that one because you know she had a relationship with Sydney in high school and felt dismissed, and she also loved Dewey, and Dewey wasn't paying that back. You know, so that would have been a perfect. I think the time passed for Gale, so I think the only way Gale should be the first one to get killed off in 7.
Thank you.
Like she should be the opening kill in 7.
Yes,
and that would to me that would shake things up. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would shake things up if she got killed off. I like where your head is at. I think the time just passed for Gale being a Ghostface.
And how do you get Kirby to get to Sydney? Gale is unalive.
Yeah.
That's how we bring Sydney out of fighting.
That's fair. That's fair.
And my take is you want to shake things up, right? At the end of Scream 7, all of a sudden it's the crossover with the new Scary Movie mask. Scary Movie cross Scream. That's it. Scream 8 and Scary Movie, bro. That's it.
Literally, I can see him walking in.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't be mad if they came out with that brought that chrome face mask back from.
Dude, that's what I'm fucking saying.
That would be sick.
They need to have differentiation in the Ghostface outfits because then they can even branch off into like spin-offs of different towns and shit like that and have like, oh, this is their Ghostface and whatnot.
Bring the Brandon James mask into it. Shit,
like I said,
Scream the TV show, one of the best representations of a different story using the same idea.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But then it's too open. If we wanted to go that route, we should have done it way earlier. You know what I mean? Because now we're so far into the movies that it's just like how we were talking about all these other ones. It's same thing with Friday the 13th, Halloween, all of them as they started progressing, man. You're running out of ideas, and then all of a sudden to tie loose ends gets harder. Like if you keep it open, like with a fucking cult, dude, you're gonna again introduce new characters. They have to be different. And it can't be like, oh, they're related to Sydney somehow. Why? You're like, no, it has to be just okay. This is happening over here. That's happening over there. But it's just too much, man. It's too much.
Yeah. So to have a close on the Scream story, I would want them to end this story eventually, at least. Like, and if it's not going to be in Scream 7, then in Scream 8, I want them to at least end the story with Sydney. I want them to end one story. If they want to continue with the idea, just continue with new people, new situations in different cities around the world. Like make a Cult of Ghostface like anthology series. Like I thought the Predator Killer of Killers was going to be, but it ended up being a movie. But like make it something like that where we can have really cool themes with the idea of the Ghostface serial killer. You know, like we don't have to keep treading the same water with Sydney and Gale and fucking all these characters that have long been past when they should have died.
And with that, we segue to Chris's statement here. Is there going to be a Scream 8 after the Kirby Scream spinoff? Is Kirby spinoff a movie or TV series? So yes, there's going to be a Scream 8. They announced that this is
8 already got greenlit.
Yeah, this is it has an ending that's going to bring you to 8. So that's what this one. So there'll be an 8. But is there going to be a Kirby spinoff or a movie or TV series? I think the rumors of that is just existing on YouTube because I know I've been talking about it for over a year. Other people have been talking about it for a long time on YouTube too. So I think it just exists right now on YouTube.
I don't want it. I'm going to be real. I don't really want it. It's not something I'm interested in. Like I said, the only thing I'm interested in is like a Predator Killer of Killers situation where we just get to see different stories that wrap up within like a 45-minute timeline. Like I think that's where this can creatively go, and that way the IP doesn't necessarily have to die. They can still like sell it and whatnot, but it can actually be an art form again rather than a money grab.
Personally, I feel like as a filmmaker with all these sequels coming out so many years later, like Spaceballs 2 is coming, right?
Yeah.
Why not bring season 4 of the TV series back?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now that Harvey Weinstein isn't involved, bring the TV series back.
Yep.
Like it was a hit. Like bring it back.
Yeah,
Bring
and
it back to
also
good
Marcus, to your point, you said this a while ago. You said why not intertwine the movies with the fucking show?
Yeah, they should have.
That's also another great segue. You know what I mean? That you have
something they
this
should have
copycat.
talked about in Scream
Yeah, you
5
have this
or
copycat
6.
with this different mask. You know what I mean? That's claiming to be a ghost face, and oh my god, it'd be incredible.
Yep.
Well, there's a question for you, Danny, and we'll talk about this. Noah may have some information on what he has seen out in Spirit Halloween, but Danny, honest opinion, what do you think of the idea of different colored robes, ghost face robes, like red, brown, and white?
So the only trouble I have with that, Scott, that's a good question. The only trouble I have with that, like, I get it. We had that in many different movies, like Star Wars and all this stuff, to show a hierarchy, basically, of you have a different hierarchy of this. But I like the fact of just having a cult that anyone could be anyone, right? And me and Dave talked about this, and Marcus has too a lot. Is that what if you had two random ghost face going for the kill, and they end up fighting each other for the kill? Right. So to have a hierarchy puts it more things in order, which I think we should not have. I think more chaos would be better, especially with the idea of Kirby and Stu working together, trying to kill off all these copycats, if you will. Right. So that's just my opinion. But if there was an order, if Stu was the super mastermind taking over Roman's spot, that I'm going to do all this. If Stu had a different robe, sure. Right. If he had a different robe. Himself.
I don't think the white robe would work for him though. I think maybe red or something.
Oh, hell
maybe red or like a
sus.
sparkly black.
Yeah.
Well,
I like it.
Like a
a
real sparkly black though, like something that like really like pops. I know it's like it is pretty glittery in the normal one, but like something that just like shows his personality, because Stu's a very loud personality.
Well, maybe a different mask. Maybe that chrome mask that we saw.
The chrome mask would be an immediately good touch.
Yeah, because that way they all look the same, right? But then the hierarchy is the masks.
Type shit. I wouldn't even mind the clear ghost face mask idea for him either. I think that would be really cool to see, especially with like blood splattering on it, and you get it.
Yeah.
That just has really good storytelling potential. Just saying.
Now, maybe the spoiler's out there already. So, no, what did you see out in Spirit Halloween?
When I went, so I went to Spirit Halloween, right? Scream official red sparkle robe is available.
Oh, no shit.
Yep, it is official branding from the movie. I just saw it. I was like, that's never like, it could just be coincidence. It really could just be coincidence, but I've never seen it before. And you know, I'm an avid Spirit Halloween goer. Hoorah. It's a really nice looking robe too. But it's very interesting because the timing of it all just kind of feels.
I'm looking it up now.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know if it's on the website.
Oh no shit! It's crimson Ghostface, and the mask looks a little worn, like if it was Stu's. That's pretty dope, dude. And
isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it actually looks better than what I thought. That actually looks pretty dope.
I know, that's because it's like the deluxe robe. Design.
Could we be experiencing
an actual sparkle robe?
Well, you know what though? Also though, it does match, because remember, Stu did wear that Hugh Hefner red in the first movie.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of his robe. I was gonna bring that up.
Oh.
All right.
You know,
so Scott, I take it back. It looks better than I thought.
Yo, what the fuck?
Right?
Yeah.
That actually looks kind of sick. That actually looks.
And it's a different. It's a different stitching.
And it has the sparkles in
Ghostface robe.
Yep.
It has
different
sparkles
stitching
in
from
it
the
too.
black robe. Yeah, it's a sparkle robe. It has a different stitch pattern, so it's a different type of robe than what Ghostface wears, which is also kind of interesting.
Imagine that with the chrome. Imagine that with the chrome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. Now I will say this, and I brought this up before. If we get back to the cult aspect of it, one horror movie from years ago, and it started the dude from Walking Dead that sacrificed himself for Glenn. Remember that movie Smile?
Yeah.
Not Smile. Smiley.
Yes.
Remember that movie Smiley?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a trash movie, but the concept of it had the cult aspect of it. If Kevin Williams watched that movie and kind of borrowed from that as far as the cult aspect of it, would fit perfect right now for the universe. Yeah,
The only
check
thing
that
I'm
movie
scared
out. I
of,
highly recommend it to check it out.
the only thing I'm scared of the cult is if we get another cult like how we did in Halloween. That's what I'm
God,
scared of.
no. The cult of Thorn. That incestuous cult.
It just needs to be a bunch of fucking incels. It just needs to be a bunch of incels on the internet that want to kill people because they're stupid. And that's all it should be. These guys shouldn't be like, oh, I'm a mastermind. And this is my major plan. Like, they should be following this Ghostface guy because they're like, oh, we get to unalive people.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Play into the time.
We get to be a part of something. Yeah.
Like it's
Danny brought it up.
Look at the internet of people just being.
Danny brought it up.
Shitty,
Like, look at Jason and his roommate in the opening of Scream 6.
Yep.
That right there could be another entryway into the cult. You know what I mean?
Now,
you got a bunch of assholes and
yeah, exactly. You know what I would like though? I know this is gonna sound trashy, so I know you guys are gonna boo me, and that's fine.
Go for
it. Dude, I still say if we're doing crossovers like how we did with Freddy versus Jason, we need a Michael versus Ghostface, and all the Ghostface killings is Halloween 3, the mask and the chips, the go lucky thing, and that's why they start killing people. And you have that versus
That's an interesting concept.
It is a very interesting concept. Anytime they wear the mask, they go to kill people. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you have Michael in it too as well. Dope crossover.
That makes sense. Bro.
I like the idea of Michael Myers, but I hate the movies, so it could be cool.
You know why it makes sense? It makes sense because Sidney put on the mask, tried to kill Billy, and then Sam put on the mask and went after Richie.
Yep,
Richie and Bailey.
Yep, that's a wild theory that we can probably build a 20-minute video out of. So cool. King Matthew's got I think Sidney retires at the end of Scream 8, and then it focuses on Sidney's daughter from then on.
Yeah, they'll probably do something. They probably would do something like that though. They probably.
Can I be real? Can I be real? And this is nothing against the Sidney actress, but like, is it bad that I kind of hope they just kill off Sidney? Like, I would much rather they just kill off Sidney rather than have her retire.
Doesn't she have a kill clause, a no kill clause?
I guess yeah, but she also did get recently or no, I guess no. I don't know. I think that would be interesting for her to end her story like that if they really do want to focus on the daughter, maybe. But I don't want to. I don't want them to focus on the daughter to be.
She has a no kill clause.
I wouldn't say kill her off, but I would do what Rob Zombie kind of did with his Halloween, where she just goes psycho and end up in the asylum, like from all the lost and all. I wouldn't kill her off. Just let her go batshit crazy, and she just loses it, man.
Nah, man. You know what though? This is what Terrifier's doing right though. Terrifier's not focusing on a final girl. Terrifier is focusing on art. That's how these horror things should be. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. The final girl trope. Yeah, the final girl trope worked in the 80s, but I think the final girl trope now doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's just like, same shit over and over and over again, right? I think if we focus on the killer, you could have way more stories of how this can happen, right? Whether they die and they come back demon, or they just die. You know what I mean? Like, it's a better rap, kind of like Trick or Treat. It's great anthology movie, right? But if you want to say. If you want to see Trick or Treat the face, right? Obviously, you have freaking what's his breath?
Sammy.
Yep. Yeah, you have Sammy. Dude, fucking having Sammy. I still want Trick or Treat 2, but focusing on Sammy as the face of Halloween and everything else in that anthology was great, bro. You didn't have to focus on any of these other characters, and you can bring Sam back to any place. It doesn't have to be in that same town.
Yeah, that's a big reason of why I like Trick or Treat that much, is because Sam is kind of like the through line through that movie, and we just get to see different stories of fucked up shit happening.
Boy!
But I will say, so there is value
originally. So
there is value in the final girl format. There is value in focusing on the characters that aren't the killer, but at the same time, they need to have, if they want these killers to be like long-standing and iconic, like everybody wants them to be, they have to have that same through line with the killer. Though it has to be. if they're going to have a connection with a person and a specific killer in the movie, then they have to keep that connection, and they can't really break away from it to make a spin-off unless they end up killing either that main character or that original killer.
Sounds like what Marcus, Noah, and I are working on. We have that exact
Nice.
idea in mind. So, we have another question to get to right after this. But I think if they do a Halloween Scream crossover, I think Stu should be Ghostface and have Sydney and Laurie Strode and Jamie Lloyd Tino. I don't want. Look, the reason why I'm pulling this up, I'm so tired of Laurie. I don't want to see Laurie
Oh my
back
God,
ever again.
That's my point, bro.
I hate Laurie.
No, it's my point. They should have killed her off with Michael at the end of Halloween. That's all I'm saying. They both should have went. They both should have went. And then again, because remember, it wasn't just Michael Myers, right? The whole boogeyman concept was that evil was living in him. That was the whole thing of Dr. Loomis talking about it. I just rewatched Halloween 2018. You know what I mean? The whole
it was the premise of how the end of 4 and going into 5. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And so it's just the evil, goes into whoever, right? So I'm just saying, like, if Michael died, that should have been the end of Michael and Laurie's story, and then all of a sudden you can do another Halloween movie similar. You know what I mean? It's just it's somebody different.
I think I really like the supernatural aspect of Michael Myers. The fact that, like, I guess it's like because evil is inside him or whatever, that he can't die or whatever, and that's what it's kind of been pushing it forward for the past couple of years. Do I think that I would want an end for that character? Yeah, at some point for sure. Do I think it has to end with Laurie Strode? No. I think something that Danny said earlier about having keeping Michael Myers in the area that he started was a really big missed opportunity, because he, at the end of the very first Halloween, if it ended with him offing Laurie Strode and then just going to a different town to terrorize a different person or a different family, I would have been set for those movies, probably, because I would have been like, okay, this has a clear beginning and end, and we're following Michael Myers. Michael Myers is the main character of this story.
And in that story, too, you could have also even brought the main characters back from the first one, trying to chase and stop him if you wanted to reintroduce them still, if necessary.
Not even, because think about it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's Laurie's daughter and granddaughter. You would think that they would not just let it go.
True, but what I'm saying, Noah, is this: think about this like in real life terms, which I hate to do, right? But when you have a serial killer right out there or whatever, and then they go somewhere else, right? It's scary, because now you can have a detective or whatever trying to piece this, like, where they're going, and then try to stop them. Doesn't necessarily have to be Laurie, because the ending of the first one, when he disappears.
I'm fine with Laurie dying, and I'm not disagreeing with him leaving the town. I'm saying, like, you could also keep characters from the first Halloween film and reintroduce him in the second one, with him still going on a rampage in a different town.
Possibly, but what I'm saying is you don't even need to kill off Laurie, because Dr. Loomis shot him 6 times, and then when they look over, he disappears.
Yeah.
Right? And that gives the whole boogeyman aspect. Was he really a human? Was he really evil? You don't know. And then all of a sudden, if he shows up somewhere else, you know what I mean, on Halloween night, doesn't show up any other time of the year, but shows up on Halloween night, it gives you the jitters, like, what the fuck is this dude?
What Blumhouse screwed up at is saying that what drew him to Haddonfield was the house. That was the dumbest idea ever. That was the dumbest idea ever, saying it was the house that kept him in Haddonfield. They picked themselves into a corner with that one. So
you fixed the entire new trilogy by just bringing the Cult of Thorn back and following the evil aspect. You fix it all if you tie it all together with that stuff.
You could even fix it all with Halloween 3 with the Shamrock shit, right?
Yeah.
Michael's in, dude. He was in this fucking mental asylum, not killing anybody, not doing anything, right? And all of a sudden, if someone like the fucking crazy doctor was just like, here, put this on, like, I'm gonna interview you, and that fucking triggers him, and now he breaks out and kills everybody in there. That also works, man. It also works.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed. Go ahead.
It's also a different it's also a different mask too, so it could work as a different mask that he had that creates a different. Like, it does different things instead of melting their heads. Yeah.
Silver Shamrock goes out of business. They come back as another company, but they try to start everything up again.
I think if
the monolith thing kind of alludes to like some weird alien technology. I would assume.
No, it was the spirit of Halloween because the whole
Okay.
word, I forgot what the word was. It was a
Samhain.
part. Yeah, Samhain. So it was part of
Oh,
a
okay.
cult, right? That's why they used Stonehenge. It was supposed to be evil, right? The Stonehenge powers. It wasn't alien. And so, but then they have the same word in Halloween 2, which is a great setup. Is that all this is based on the Night of the Devil, right? So, fucking incredible, dude. Like you can literally keep that aspect going. So
All right,
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
end our Halloween topic because I think maybe we have a Halloween special Howling Hour
Oh,
where we fix
fuck
the
no.
Halloween franchise.
God
No, where we
damn it.
fix the Halloween franchise.
I
I think
know, but
good
it's
enough conversation.
it's so hard to fix, man.
no, it's not.
No, we can
No,
I
it's
fix it.
told
not.
We'll talk
Dave.
about it.
There's different
I
ways
told
you can do
Dave.
it.
I told Dave
That's fair.
my
That's fair.
version of Halloween ends,
Special
and it would
Marvel
have fixed
special
everything.
presentation.
Yep. All right, so let's go. We got Wrestling God with us. Hey guys, good to see you. Now, guess
Yeah.
what? I have the
Bullshit.
perfect theory solution of Stu can come back alive as
Mhm.
a killer, but the exception of what his role could be in Seven without the franchise.
Tell us. Hit us.
All
Don't leave us
right.
in suspense.
Let it rip.
As for some point, we want to call it in their brains, but it's not really ruining anything. But I got a perfect option. I think the reason that he is coming back as the killer and why he was the killer in the original movie and coming back as the killer again in the Seven movie is because, here we go, he's either going to play a role with his motive where his reason as to why he kills is because he's either going to be a sympathetic Ghostface with a sympathetic backstory or a tragic antagonist type of story.
Nah, I mean that will work if the dialogue in
asshole in the
Scream
first one?
3 wasn't said when Roman said,
Thank you.
"Hey, I came to Billy with this, and I told him to find somebody to set up as a patsy." So
Thank
that
you.
right there already said that Stu was supposed to be the fall guy originally for
Yes.
Billy, and he was just
Mhm.
dumb. Like he was
Yes.
supposed to take the fall for everything. So
Yes.
had that dialogue not been in the movie, your idea wrestling guy will work. But because they set that up already, Stu was just always, and Stu was just doing it because he was impressionable to Billy. You know what I mean? He was like his
So
lapdog, like Randy
what
Carter.
I will say that does leave room for the tragic backstory of it though. I will say because he was so impressionable as a character back in the first movie, you could lead it to it being a thing where it's like he blames, fucking what's his face? Billy
Billy?
for all of it. And like that would leave the question of why is he still killing people as a thing, but like I don't know. It does leave room for a sort of tragic backstory, but I don't know if it would be tragic enough for me to really
Sympathize
feel
with him.
bad. More
Yeah.
so just be like, why did you just keep going down this path then?
That's
Because
why I
remember
like
his
Dave's
line in the
idea.
original. Remember his line in the original?
Which
Like
one?
when Sydney was on the phone with him and he was like peer pressure.
Yeah.
He was like peer pressure.
No,
You know,
she's like,
so
"What's your
yeah.
story, Stu?" He's like, "Peer pressure." He's
Yeah.
very sensitive or some shit like that. But
I'm a
this is why
sensitive guy.
this is why I like Dave's theory though, with Kirby and Stu. It could just be sweet old revenge, right? Just sweet
Yeah.
old revenge of
Yeah.
I was gonna be the fall guy. They tried to set me up. Fuck this ghost face shit.
Fuck the
I'm killing
world. Burn it
I'm
down.
killing
Just
everybody.
burn it down. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm killing everybody. And so the red suit Noah actually makes sense of him trying to differentiate himself from
Yeah.
everybody
That would be
else.
sick.
It's not a
yeah.
cult, it's not a hierarchy. It's
Yeah.
I'm killing
Everybody.
everybody.
What did
Yeah.
Alfred say in The Dark Knight? Some men just want to
Some
watch the
people just
world
want to watch the
burn.
world burn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be Stu. That could be
Yep.
Stu.
Dude,
That's
that is the best motive for him. Is just
Yep.
what is your motive? Just sweet old revenge, baby. That's
Yep.
it. Just sweet
Yep.
old
No
revenge.
monologue, no nothing. Yep.
No
Yep.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I
All
would
right.
love it too if he was like the dead, because for me, still Bailey is still like the deadliest, like most brutal Ghostface. Stu could easily become that. You know what I mean? Especially if he's
I
just hell bent on revenge, man.
The
I
only thing I
disagree
don't
on the
want.
monologue bit. I disagree on the monologue bit. I just kind of want to see Matthew Lillard act the fuck out of this shit. So I would much rather there be a monologue.
Okay.
Well,
take that.
here's the deal. The only thing I don't want, and they could fuck this up. They could, is that if our theories was that him and Billy had a thing for each other, and he's killing everyone because they took his love away from him. I guess
Mhm.
you know, Dave, the way things are going now in movies, you know that may be a thing,
Yeah.
and I
It's
don't want that.
possible, but
don't
I
want
doubt
that.
it.
No, I don't want that. Just like me and Marcus said, we want to just see someone that goes, I want to watch the world burn, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. No
All
solid
right.
motive. Just
Nope.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna end on this one. It's actually a Halloween question.
Ah,
So,
motherfucker.
yeah, do you personally believe that they could bring back Jamie Lloyd or no? And Daniel Harris really wants to come back to Halloween franchise again and go and do Jamie Lloyd. I think they can bring
Nah.
back Jamie Lloyd.
Well,
No.
well, I
Well, I
answered
mean,
it in the chat.
she
The only
died in
way
the
they could do
original.
that, the only way they could do that is if they did a whole new timeline that connected to part 5, ignoring part 6.
That's gonna
Ignoring
happen.
her getting killed off, and they would have to bring Lori back. They
There's a
would
new
have to.
timeline. There's a new timeline coming. So,
There's more. There again. So we already know this. That if you want to say like anchor beings, like Marvel, Halloween 1 is the anchor being.
mhm.
Halloween 1 is the anchor being, right? And all these other timelines split off from the events of part 1. The only way I can see bringing a successful Halloween movie back with all this dumb shit is to neglect Laurie, neglect Jamie Lloyd, neglect everybody, and
All
bring
new
it back
characters.
how do all new characters, but also an anthology movie like how
Yep.
John Carpenter originally wanted.
Originally planned. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Agreed.
Make an anthology movie just like Trick or Treat. Dude, you can have Trick or Treat 2 and Michael Myers is one of the stories in fucking Trick or Treat 2, bro.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. Right? Just-
Yeah, it would be. And listen, I personally don't think they get along.
No, because think about it. Sam
I
Sam
think they
is
would
the
get
spirit
along
of
perfectly.
Halloween.
No, it doesn't make sense that they would get along.
No, they wouldn't fight anyway. Sam is the spirit of Halloween, right? So if Sam is the
Yeah.
spirit of Halloween, they don't even need to interact. They could just cross paths. You know what I mean? Like Sam is like, "Do-do-do-do-do," and then
Yep.
fucking Michaels is just walking
Well,
past him.
so I fear. Well, but okay, so I do see what Noah's saying. Michael Myers isn't exactly embracing the spirit of Halloween, so wouldn't
Yeah, he's
Sam
ruining Halloween.
in fact go
No.
after him at that point then?
No, because remember, Sam kills people if they don't honor the spirit of Halloween, 1. And 2, part of Halloween, again, if we want to circle back to the whole TED talk that we had, Halloween is the devil's night, right? So it's just, you saw the vampires, you saw everything else in Trick or Treat happening, right? It's always the night of
Right.
evil, running amok. And so it works
Well,
perfectly
but Sam
that,
didn't cross paths with the vampires.
well,
The
Sam
werewolf?
was in this.
The werewolf.
Yeah, he
sorry.
was.
He was
Yeah, he did.
around.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
around.
He was sitting there
Mhm.
while they were killing everybody.
Yep.
Mhm.
Was it?
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
maybe he wouldn't care. Yeah, maybe it would just
No,
be a
he wouldn't
situation where
care
just
because
walk by
remember,
them.
Sam will feel honored
because
because Halloween 2 showed it perfectly when Michael wrote Sam Hain in blood. So it was
Mhm.
like, in a sense, he was honoring the sacrifice to Sam Hain when he
the
was killing people.
sacrifices. Yep.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think Sam is going up against Michael, and here's why. Because
No.
here's why. Because why we're thinking it's a vampire, because the dad is a serial unaliver, and he gets his just due by the werewolves. So Sam is there watching his life come to an end
True.
for unaliving people. And then the same thing with the bus driver at the end. The bus driver took the kids there because the parents paid him off and stuff like that, and he's finally getting his revenge on the bus driver. So I
And
think
also
that
the kids that were killed by the zombie kids were also not honoring the spirit of Halloween as well. So they're doing his bidding in a sense because they're taking people that are not honoring the spirit of Halloween.
So couldn't Michael Myers be like, especially that he wrote Sam Hain? Couldn't he be
Oh,
doing the bidding of
If
Sam?
they
you
did
could do
a
it two
thing
ways.
where it
You could
was
do it
if
two
they
ways.
did a thing
Right?
where it was like Michael
do it
Myers
two ways.
goes after a family that's not honoring the spirit of Halloween and Sam's
Yep.
just kind of there in the background, then that
Yeah,
I
dude.
could see that
That
fucking
I see,
happening
yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all in the
especially-
in the little
Yeah.
if and ands, you know.
Yeah,
dude.
because you could do it that way, because then that ties to the opening of Trick or Treat, where you have the girl that hates Halloween and she's ripping down all the decorations and stuff like that, and then it fits there where Michael would come in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then especially that, if you really think about it, these babysitters are just watching these kids not doing anything Halloween, probably nothing out there, right? Should be taking them trick or treating. Instead, they're trying to do drugs and have sex and stuff like that. And Sam's like, bitch, no, right? And here
Yeah.
comes Michael Myers
I love Sam.
killing them.
Yep. Yep. They almost kind of did that in the new Jester movie. We won't go into that because I don't know if you guys
just
see
need
the
to
first
see
one, but
Sam again on the big screen. I fear it's been far too long.
I don't think he's ever coming back to the big screen. I
Nah.
think it's been
Wasn't he
teased
talking
so
about
many.
sequel?
It's a
He's
goddamn
talking about it
crime.
again. He's talking about it again. That he has an idea for it. I don't think
For
it's going
Trick
to
or
happen.
Treat 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should
they've been
happen.
talking about for the past decade now.
Dude,
Yep.
they just need to do it. They just need to do it. Trick or Treat 1 is shockingly good for what it is.
Here's the
They need
problem,
to
right?
Gremlins 3. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, here's the problem. Like the three best slashers of this century is Art the Clown. You got Sam, and then you got Leslie Vernon. Those three, and the last two, their first films didn't hit theaters. So now, while Jester 2 made the theaters and the first Jester didn't make theaters, and Terrifier 2 made theaters and the first Terrifier didn't, you have an opportunity to at least bring those two back into the forefront, and they still make sense, and they're because the way they're told. So I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's lame.
Yep. Alrighty, so that's it. So we're just under the 2-hour mark, so it wasn't really a short episode. We had 3 topics. We dove into a lot of things.
Well, when you start talking about Halloween, you get us going.
So I think we had a really cool idea pop up where we'll talk about fixing the Halloween franchise in October. We'll have an episode just for that. I don't think Lukas will barf on that episode. So but I think we can fix it. I definitely
listen. You guys have good ideas every now and then, so we I'm sure we'll come to something.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Head over to GameFound. Sign up to follow the stream Players Cut game, which is going to be launching soon with the prices. So we're just waiting on some final art, and then we'll talk.
And
to you
go watch The Long Walk.
Yes,
in theaters now.
Yeah.
Seriously, run to the theaters.
Support your local theater and their outrageous popcorn prices.
Yep.
My local theater is Mark, but I drove 15 minutes today.
See you guys.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
I can't believe that it's like we're going on like the 6th episode in a row that Halloween has been mentioned.
I know.
Halloween is mentioned when you're not here.